Christ, I need to walk past this puddle. No worries guys, I made it. It's fucking windy, so you can't hear shit. This is the first time I've been outside like since the winds. It's very windy, it's very cold. It's nice. I'm just gonna be wind beaten. I'm just going to a dentist. Fucking hate dentists. But I haven't been since like the beginning of the lockdowns. Like, I think like sometime mid 2020 I managed to get an appointment. I booked this appointment like 4 months ago as well because I got a huge backlog. So otherwise I've got my backpack, I'm on call, so I need to keep my laptop on me, which will be fun if they're like in my mouth and I get an alert, but we'll see. I already logged on this morning and I sent a flurry of 5 holiday requests to my line manager. 2 like holidays, like 1 2 week, 1 1 week, and then 3 weddings that are like either 1 or 2 days based on whereabouts the wedding is. I'm sure he enjoyed coming in this morning to that. That'll be fun. Especially because I'm on holiday next week as well, so I'm always off. And so Laura's used all of her holiday, like literally everything but 1 day for basically the same stuff I have, although she's got a couple of days I haven't. I have 8 days holiday left and she's got 1. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with my 7 extra days. I'm well chuffed with that, especially to say I haven't been in 2 years. Thank fuck my wisdom teeth are all good. The worst nightmare is having one of them removed. That's, I've heard stories about what that's like, about how you hear it, like them crack the bone. No, no. I'll pay you £1,000 just to put me under. I want to go to sleep if you're going to do any of that bollocks. I don't like you putting your fingers in my mouth, let alone that shit. Otherwise, just got to pay the standard dentist tax of, oh, there's behind some of your back teeth, there's a little bit of build-up. It's not the kind of build-up you can get with floss or mouthwash though, so we're gonna have to book you into a hygienist. Oh, convenient. So that's like another 30 minutes of having fucking bullshit in your mouth. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, I was a little bit worried, well, not worried, but I know that I eat a lot of sugar. Natural, like fruit, I eat a lot of fruit. 3 satsumas, an apple and a banana every day, plus a grapefruit sometimes, and the grapefruit has sugar on. I'm just nervous about dentists ever since I chipped my tooth and like having to go through them fixing that as a kid. I think Dad's still got scars from that because I just dug my nails into him. I can't figure out what I think's worse, a dentist or doctors. I hate everything about it. The day I can upload my consciousness into a computer and I don't need to worry about a human body anymore with flaws, the better. Losing the will to live. I'm trying to do these bloody... Oh, hello. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm trying to do these bloody... Basically, I'm trying to measure how long things take, like, on aggregate, for, like, I don't know, 100,000 requests, 1 million requests. What's the average time, right? And the amount of fucking outliers in this data is insane. Like, these different types of events don't go through this route, they go through a different route sometimes, and it's like, if they do it in that scenario, then you don't have the data. It's such a pain in the ass, and I keep finding different bits of the same rule, and like, oh, this now applies to everything, or like this works for this, doesn't work for this, and I'm like, I can't keep narrowing this down and making it more and more specific, because every time I try I find something that breaks the rule. But then if you don't make it specific, you have bad data floating about in there, and you can't tell because you're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of events and like 10 of them are wrong, significantly wrong, and wipes out your averages. Oh, jeez. I'm losing the... It shouldn't take this long. It shouldn't be this hard. That's the problem. That's what gets me. And we finished for the day, boys. It is harder than necessary, but I think we found who's at fault, and effectively I can't fix the queries to work around a bug, and it looks like there's a bug, so that's a good thing for us. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to merge it. Otherwise, it's been quite a productive day. All of these clothes are probably bone dry. Laura's on her way back earlier than normal. We were going to go Sainsbury's tonight, going to go shopping, but we're not, because Laura was going to the gym. She's not going to the gym anymore because she's not feeling very well, so she's coming back. And then she is going to be told off for staying in work when not feeling very well. So I'm on cooking duty and putting clothes away duty. But she is... she's the worst for like going to work when she shouldn't, you know what I mean? It looks like I got myself an evening. I'm going to chill out now. When she gets back, I'm going to sort out I should do the clothes now, shouldn't I? Because then I can leave her in the bedroom. She can go sleep and I won't have to disturb her. I'll do that now. And then tonight, looks like we've got an evening of embroidery. And watch TV, I guess. I need to find a passion for some programming outside of work. He's trying his best to ignore me. I made the right call. Laura went to bed early, like really early, like just after dinner. Although she went upstairs to like listen to a podcast, she had a headache, and then never came back down. So she's fast asleep. I haven't done anything. It's bedtime. Doing some sewing, cleaning, that kind of shit. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Well, that's the plan. But I need to make my gym bag, and I don't know whether or not. Well, Laura's asleep, but I need to like be able to make my gym bag without waking her up. And also, like, if she's like not feeling better in the morning, then I should probably look after her rather than go to the gym. But yeah, chances are she's going to be awake in the morning because she went to bed so early. So, do I make my bag now or later? Just been listening to a podcast. It's after work. I'm waiting for Laura to come back from work. She's feeling much better. She slept it off, baby. So I'm listening to a podcast with it's an interview of the CEO of Airbnb. And he says that 22% of bookings are now over a month or longer. And most people now, or the trend, the data shows that most people are going to an Airbnb so that they can why, if you can work remotely, why do you need to work in your own home? That's the idea. And I'm like, people are booking it for a month, and how expensive is it to stay a month somewhere? Because I know how expensive it is to book a week in Cornwall. We're going for Cornwall for a week, literally on Saturday. So I know how much that is. And I'm looking, I'm like, so you can get these little, he says, the most popular things are things like little cabins that have been redone up, or little caravan things, right? Little sheds, basically. And I'm like, who's spending $2,000 to go and work in somewhere that isn't their own home? Maybe I'm too attached to my computer setup, but I can't imagine being away from my desk for that long, firstly. And yeah, okay, you can go wherever you want, but then you go somewhere, and then this is why someone in my team did this. They went to Portugal and worked a couple of days in Portugal, then went on holiday for a couple of days, just at the drop of a hat. But what are you doing in the evenings? You know? Maybe I'm just unsociable, but we just sit around and don't do anything in the evenings. But I can't imagine how you'd fill your time. I can't imagine how that's worth multiple £1,000. That's for 2 weeks, let alone a month, you know? Crazy. But anyway, went to the gym this morning, leg stuff, good stuff. It's the easier of the 2 leg days. One of the 2 leg days really fucks your legs up for multiple days at a time. That was just a relatively easy one. Otherwise, been merging so much shit today. It's been good. We're making lots of progress. And yeah, now we're just waiting for Laura. We've got shopping tonight. We'd always planned to go shopping tonight on a Tuesday. Crazy town. But yeah, so just gotta wait for it to get back. It's just gonna be a bit weird going on a different day. Obviously, inevitably gonna make us think that tomorrow is Monday, which it's not. I've already done the washing up. Like I say, I was listening to a podcast. I was like, I'm just going to check how expensive these are. Maybe you get a discount. Because I always thought Airbnbs were fine if you're doing it for 2 or 3 days. But if you wanted to go for a week, Airbnbs are too expensive. You're basically paying hotel prices, nightly hotel prices. Or you could get a cottage for a fraction of that. I think we're paying something like 650 quid or something for a week in Cornwall on a holiday. But Airbnb, similar, it's £1,000. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Laura. Let's do some sewing and wait for May. Jim is taking no shit today, boys. I've raised an issue the other day about something that wasn't right, and I'm now getting gaslit. I'm like, how come I'm getting 6 of these with the same ID coming through? And they're like, oh, it's expected that we create 6 of these things and you should only be getting 2. And I'm like, well, I said 6. Here's the 6 I'm getting. Are you calling me a liar? Then I'm like, also, in production I get 130. So yeah, it's a fun one. It's not an ongoing fight, but it's an extension of the fight that I had like last week, where we were like, we want to be able to correlate a single thing going through our domain, like from start to finish, because we need to figure out how fast it goes through, right? But we have issues where if we add our own ID to correlate, it breaks everyone else's shit, because everyone assumes their ID will go all the way through. It still does go all the way through, just like adding ours on top. But anyway, but then, yeah, I was told like we shouldn't do it that way, because like it's weird to have a correlation ID just going through one domain. I don't think it's weird, but anyway. So anyway, we had to back that out, and now I'm like, well, I mean, at least give us fucking unique correlation IDs then, Jesus. So, but yeah, I'm getting gaslit a little bit, and I'm like, fucking not having it. If what you said is correct, we still wouldn't be expecting this, we'd be expecting something else. And by the way, what you said isn't correct. But yeah, so, good times. I was going to go into the, I said I was going to go into the office on Wednesdays, didn't I? But I'm not, I haven't gone in. I'm on call, and I'm just making excuses. My face is so dry as well, man. Put some moisturiser on. But yeah, it's just gone lunchtime, and I was like, people started replying to this like thread, and I'm like, I'm stopping lunch so that I can come and, because you got to strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, I'm not letting you fucking defame my team incorrectly. We get a lot of stick, basically, because we're like the in and out of the system. Like any customer that interacts with us, all of our systems have to be fast as fuck, because like obviously we get a shitload of traffic, and as soon as you get into the system, you kind of get split through all the different routes or whatever. But then you get funneled through us at the beginning and the end. So we have to be really fucking fast. And some teams really like to just be able to go, oh, well, it's just webhooks that are slow. We're like, no, we're not slow. We're not slow when you're slow. We're slow when we have to deal with the huge backlog from the batch processes overnight. But these reports merge that all together into one day. Oh yeah, so we're trying to make it better for ourselves on that respect. But yeah, when people start to cast shade, you got to be there to defend yourself, don't you, Mr. Moo? Yes, yes you do. You want a little belly scratch? You want a little scratch? Yes. Oh, a little chin scratch. No, I don't. Finished for the day. Laura, I've been sewing as well. Laura's going to be late back from work. She's always late back. It's just previously, she hasn't been late back for a while, obviously, because she's been working from home. She's busier now as well, because she's about to change team, in theory, for the last time. So she's got to like hand stuff over and stuff, and obviously going on holiday, it just complicates that. So anyway, I've been doing some sewing, and I'm now going to play some Xbox. I seem to have opened another can of worms with this bloody correlation ID thing. And it's just got people saying like, this chat is kind of going on in a channel. I don't care, I'm not responding now, I'm not at work. You just got people responding to this channel with just absolute nonsense. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course. So yes, there's one call made to this thing, which then creates 3 things. So those 3 things should be able to be correlated. So what you do is you add a correlation to the stack, so you can see those individual 3 things. And no, you shouldn't be in control of if you want to have one correlation, because you interact with 4 existing domains that rely on individual fucking correlations. God damn it. We're going around, we're doing all the branches. I've got this last 2 little branches here, and then this big thick one to do. And then I've got to go through and do all these finicky leaves and shit. Oh god. Pain in the ass, man. It is now bedtime though. Oh god. Struggling recently with just like being absolutely knackered in the morning. Both of us have. God. And it's like we go to bed earlier and earlier. It's not helping. We're gonna go to the gym tomorrow. We've got our last little gym and weight session before the end of, before we go on holiday. I have a week off, so the crazy thing there is I've had 2 weeks effectively in between cardio sessions, so I'm going to run like an absolute clown when I go back. So it's I've just come back from the gym. I'm about to go back upstairs. I always have my breakfast downstairs while I just my breakfast downstairs on gym days, and I like plow through some like admin shit, you know. I'm also like spinning a load of plates right now as well with like 8 different things. So I've got like threads with different people that I just need to reply to, you know, because like the threads where we're having debates or arguments got added to after work yesterday, and I was like, I'm not gonna let this annoy me enough to turn my laptop on and respond now. I'm gonna think about it and do it in the morning. Wait, I don't know why I'm talking about this at all. The other thing, right? So we got it's bonus payday today. We got our bonuses in our February paychecks. I just want to be clear. I'm not complaining. just to preempt, I'm not complaining. I'm not moaning in any way. But so I got our bonuses, and the problem with a bonus is you end up checking your paycheck just to see like how much it is, because obviously you get told you're going to get a bonus, and then you get a certain amount put in your bank account, and like how that's split is always quite interesting, because obviously the numbers don't match, right? So anyway, normally I don't check my paychecks. Obviously it's just the same amount every month. I don't know why. Dad's like, oh, I always check my paycheck. I'm like, yeah, but don't you just get the same number put into your bank account every month, and then so why do you need to check it, you know? Yeah, like I say, I make an exception on bonus days. But so it's on bonus days that I see just how much like god-awful amount of tax you have to pay. So like, if you include my student finance, which is a loan but it's a tax on students, so I don't know why people call it a loan, they may as well just call it a tax. If you include that, then I paid more in tax than Laura earns in 2 months. Like I say, to be clear, I'm not complaining. I think that's how it should be. I think higher earners should pay more tax, but god damn does it sting, you know, when you see it. This fucking desk. I think the calibration's off. I think I need to recalibrate it or reset the values a little bit, because I think the height when it's standing isn't what it was. I think it's like slipped a little bit, so I need to do that. Just trying to figure out if this is a good height. Maybe they both slipped and I need to update all of the heights. I'll do that in a meeting today. Got a few meetings, I think. But yeah, went to the gym today. We did upper body stuff in the gym. We were watching the news about how quickly we were all going to get drafted into World War III. Happy days. Monty's downstairs playing with his flappy fish. And now I'm back in. I've like kicked off all the things I need to kick off. I've replied to all of the things where I'm like, look, at the end of the day, dog, we can fix our stuff we can fix our stuff with your stuff broken. Your stuff's still gonna be broken. Fix it. I get really like last 2 days I've been getting really bad like headache. In that, oh, are you sulking because you're not out on my chair? I mean, you could have gone on my chair if you wanted, Moo Moo. My room's really stuffy. Like, I need to get the window open, but it's not quite like... It's weird. It's like hot from the like greenhouse effect, but it's not hot enough to have windows open, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm breathing the same air. Maybe I should have my fan on or something to like filter out some carbon dioxide. I feel like I'm getting like a head pressure headache. I have finished for the day. Which is good. I finished for the day. Technically, I'm still on call for another hour, in hours. So I like leave my computer on and whatnot, but I've finished. Laura is at a work socialising thing after work today. So I have the evening to myself. I've got my own dinner to cook. Something else I was going to do. Oh yeah, I am looking into present ideas for someone else. I need to get a list of options because they've come to me for ideas, and they're like, I was like, something like this. Pick this at random, and they're like, is that okay? And they're like, we're happy to get that. I'm like, whoa, calm down. I didn't say that specifically, I said that kind of thing. But yeah, so it's been a fun day today of just diving through logs, trying to understand something. The fight I was having yesterday, I'm officially in the meeting. There's a meeting tomorrow. I don't care about the fight. I don't really care about it. It doesn't affect us. We've got a workaround. It's you guys that can be wrong. Like your SLOs are all going to be wrong, not ours. Look at how much neater these French knots are compared to these ones. Because they're smaller, they're like a thinner thread. Need to have... Just remember, I need to have a shower too because I am didn't have time to have one when I got back from the gym today. I'd rather finish early and start early, finish early than start late. I used to do that when I used to come back and then like kill time for half an hour. Like, for why? Now that, oh no, I know why. We used to have a meeting at 5 o'clock till 5:30 every day on a Thursday, every Thursday. So obviously I would make myself available for that meeting, which means I start at 9. Now that meeting finishes at 4:30. It's been moved forward an hour, so I can do my standard 8 till 4:30. It's great. Oh, I also need to chase that company because they're knobheads. That company's still knobheads. They keep giving me the runaround, but alas, they have not. They delivered something, but it's come in like 2 different parcels, and one of the parcels hasn't arrived. So it's another day. This is a bit pretty spaced out video, isn't it? A bit weird. And I'm going to end it on it as well today. It's been a pretty good day today. Obviously, we're on holiday for 2 weeks, so for a week. So mostly just tying everything in a nice little bow. Managed to merge a load of stuff that I've been trying to get through for ages and kept getting distracted from by more important stuff. So it's good that I managed to get to the bottom of my important stuff list and then move on to this other thing. Otherwise the day was like just trying to move things along with this problem that we've got with some other teams. It's been good. It's been a good couple of days. And then after work, just did some errands for Laura because Laura's been really busy at work. And then we dropped the cat off at the cattery. Oh, poor little baby. I feel really bad for putting him in there, but he does. It's nice. He likes it really well. He can't come with, so. And that's it. Otherwise, we've just been chilling, cooking, prepping for tomorrow. We're at the road tomorrow to go to Cornwall. Yeah, we haven't really planned that much either because it's been a whistle-stop tour to about now. Like I say, Laura's been really busy, so. And I don't think about this kind of stuff till the last minute anyway, because that's the kind of person I am. But yeah, I'm going to end this video, ladies and gentlemen. And I will catch you later.